Hello everybody and welcome back to what sounds like Stellaris, but what looks a lot like Cities Skylines, because it's Cities Skylines. So I have gotten our highway terminators over here put in, so that is fine, and honestly they didn't take me too long. I probably could have done it on camera. I didn't have problems with either of them, so that was completely fine. And that is basically the extent of the highway system that we're going to put in. We may connect it up right here to get ourselves a second highway exit. That may be a thing that ends up happening, but that would be the entire extent if that's what happens. Actually, I think, yeah, that's probably a pretty decent idea. I'm going to build at least the framework for it here, and we'll just go ahead and connect that in right there. This is not the correct position. Okay. I'll need to build this up because of the railroad. Ooh, the railroad track. Right. Okay, so it goes like that. Then that's distance too short. So we take the railroad track out temporarily. And then we put this in, and the railroad track would then go back in. It wants to go up here. I guess that'll have to do. I don't like the way it looks, but it'll be fine, I guess. So then we'll connect this in over here, like so. Excellent. This is, of course, going to be a this is going to be a regular block. So then, in theory, this would connect in, but this road is going to be a little bit spicy. Space already occupied. Yeah, we've got a water issue, apparently, because I did not extend our water pipes, or rather our heat pipes, over here. Okay, so there we go. And I do want to just get this little bit of a skeletal framework done here. So I'm just going to put this up right here, take this out quickly, connect in, and we're actually going to connect this in at the same height here. So this is going to be a straight line. And then we're going to go ahead and grab railroad tracks straight on over, and then it can come in. Okay, something kind of like that. That may cause issues for our highway pillars, but I think we can make it work just fine. So then this would need to be right here in theory. Yes, that is correct. Which is, of course, going to break our power line. So we're going to need to fix that quick. Gotta love temporary structures. And in we go. Excellent. And down one. Yep, that is correct. This is, of course, a 960 block. And then this is a 2000 block. Okay, so that doesn't seem quite right, but actually, is that right? I'm not convinced that that's right. So we'll do something like... Yes, I'm convinced that that is right. Okay, so this would then be a 960. Like so. Excellent. And then this would simply go up to about... This would be a, like, truncated block. Go up to about here. And then we do our interchange here. And this train track, that's the word I'm looking for. That'll probably have to get moved. A little bit. That's okay. So, we don't really have much for demand right now. I do want to push up to our next unlock, which is at 34,000. Because that gives us access to... I thought that gave us access to the cargo hub. Doesn't it? Or do we just need to reach 36,000? That's in here under the boats.
Lock eyes with the lemur.
34,000. Okay, so Is it just not in this?
You can experience the wild
Cargo airport hub is... Oh, that's the wrong one. Helicopter pathway... Oh, cargo hub. Yeah, I just completely missed it.
She'll hook you with her smile.
Okay.
And hook you again with her curved
Sounds
toes
good.
used to grasp trees in the wild. After that,
But that should lessen our traffic even further over here, although our traffic is definitely decreased and increased over here.
Fun for the whole family. Book now and get a free handful of pellets to feed the fish. Limit
well, we're going to extend our coverage for that, so our exports should be handleable, in theory.
The city zoo.
We don't really have a whole lot of demand right now. Everybody seems to be reasonably content. It's kind of funny considering we don't have very much residential space up here. We may want to make a block over here be residential, or... I mean, we can extend up over here to some degree. Have a partial block up over this way. So this would be... I mean, 2,000 is right there, so it would actually be a bit more like this, but we'll just take it to here for now, and then over to... Oh, that was actually not quite far enough. Take this up to right there, and connect it in like that. Okay, and then this is just a slightly truncated block, which is completely fine.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't have pants.
There we go.
New apparel. Clothes.
And then we would have a road that comes out kind of like this and follows the coastline a little bit. So kind of like that. And then connects in. That'll do. Of course, we should probably extend this out, which means we get rid of these highway sections, and we put in one-ways just down to the ground as quickly as we possibly can. Which, it would appear, we need to take it directly over and then go to the ground, which is slightly problematic. I'd prefer not to do that, but I guess it's fine. And this would connect in right there. And this would actually connect in right there. So there'll be a tiny gap there, but that's fine. And we'll go ahead and zone all that resi. Excellent. Our city is being ruined by the ugly oil pumps because our city is the ugly oil pumps. That is the only reason this city exists. For the natural resources. Okay, we'll get rid of those. We still have some raw material issues, which tells me that we're still having some traffic problems. Like right here is a bit of a traffic issue. But of course right here is a major traffic issue. Just need to push our population up a little bit higher to be able to help with that a little. And I think this snow dump should actually... No, not empty. I think this snow dump should actually be moved. Which we can do right now. There we go. That'll do. Okay. So at this point, we're basically just waiting until we hit 36,000 population. That's our primary goal right now. I do think we should probably start extending this highway upwards, since we've got ourselves quite a lot of money, and we're just waiting anyway. This is going to take out the power line again, but what are you going to do, you know? So we'll just take this up to right here, and then this to right here. And we're just going to extend this over. We're going to need to make sure that this power connects, though. That's going to be very important. So we're going to go ahead and just bring this up and over. There we go. Should do the trick, in theory. And we'll just connect this highway up over this way. This is going to be a roundabout, so we'll do something like this. And this is the last section of highway that I have planned. I'm not planning to build any other highway other than this second exit here. And every other connection will be handled via these streets. Which should be okay. Oh, we just got an achievement, the Plowmaster. That's exciting. Okay, that's completely fine. So, off-ramps are going to be exciting here. I think we'll just, for the purposes of this area here, move them over one. We have space for this. So this one would then immediately be an additional ramp like this. And this would be an off-ramp. And then this would be an on-ramp. So this is a bit unusual, but that's just because of the train tracks. So that'll be fine. Apparently we're not connected over here. There we go. Now this is all connected up. Okay, so this would be a roundabout, and let's just go ahead and get that set up really quick. I've been able to build them quite quickly recently. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right there. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, 1, 2, 3, boom. Grab this, take it to here, take it to here. Grab this, take it to here, take it to here. Pop in the curve tool, and then we connect this in from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Bam. It's almost like I've done this a few times or something. Fantastic. Okay, so this then continues going up over here, but I want to continue to get these roadways in. No, they're not particularly useful yet. They will be in the future. So we'll go ahead and grab this highway, and up we go. Take this into not here, but rather here. And this can come on down. We may have a pillar issue, but overall it shouldn't be too bad. That'll be a pillar issue almost certainly. So actually, I'm going to unconnect that one, because I already know that'll be a pillar issue. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our on and off ramps done here. And actually that is going to be an issue for sure. Except that we're connecting in like this. There we go. And this is an off ramp and an on ramp. And then over here we need an on ramp. And then an off-ramp, and then an on-ramp, and an off-ramp. Fantastic. So, do we even bother with a roundabout here? I think the answer is we do, just because this is going to be a pretty high-traffic region, since there's an exit right here. But we're not, I think... I'll have to figure out, we can connect this in right here, like this, and then we can go in and have an on-off, and then our interchange right here. Yeah, that would be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this up 1, 2, 3, and this should go in right here. 1, 2, 3, bam, bam, 1, 2, 3. Correct. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all the height adjustments we need. Boom. 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 In theory, I shouldn't have broken this. I hope. This actually goes this way. Fantastic. This is, like, inverted from the way it's supposed to be, though. It is. And why is it inverted? Let's see here. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter, but it kind of does. So I'm just going to flip the outside section here, and it's just because I built it the wrong way. There we go. Fantastic. So there's that done. Now the highway will continue up over this way, right here, and then I'll have to handle this a little bit uniquely. Can't do that the standard method. And then this would be an off-ramp. This would be an on-ramp. And then this would be an off-ramp. Or rather, an on-ramp. Right? No, that's an off-ramp. What am I talking about? This, though, can be an on-ramp. And I don't quite like the way this one built, so just aesthetically, I'm changing it to pillar in there. Okay, that'll be fine. And then we connect this in. Fantastic. This is still currently a highway to nowhere, but it's been a fastly built highway to nowhere. I like it. So I'm just going to take this directly out to here if I can. Okay. We're going to actually have to turn off road length snapping, I think, in order to get that in. There we go. And we'll just connect this into about right here. Should be enough space. Road length snapping can go back on. And then I want to do something like this. Something like this. Something like this. This is not perfect, but I'm just doing this for speed right now. And I actually really, really hate the way that this built. That's better. Is that exactly the same? Let's see what it looks like with this connector in. Yeah, slightly better. That's slope too steep because this is actually put up in the wrong place. I think. Why doesn't this want to connect in? It's not really that much of a height differential there, but I guess there is a tiny, tiny one. So we can take this section out of here. Like I said, this was going to be non-standard. Just because of the way that this is all done. And we can bring this up, I guess, one tiny elevation step and see if that does the trick. Ish. It does the trick-ish. Oh, I didn't expect that to destroy this section. That was exciting. So if we then bring this in like this, that's now sloped too steep. Oh, but that works. How is this? Oh, I guess it's one block further. Okay. Awkward. Okay. I mean, I guess that works. So now we have another exit. It's a little bit squashed, but I'm not too concerned about aesthetics for this. We're just trying to ruthlessly take out every little bit of natural resources this place has to offer, right? So we kind of don't care. I'll put in a little bit of industrial over here. I don't want to fill this in too much, but I guess we can put in some industrial over here as well. Just this whole area, wherever it can be, should be industrialized. Excellent. Now, what are we looking at for this district here? Okay. And that follows this relatively closely, except that I would like to increase this a little bit. Something like that. And then, of course, this down here that we don't have access to yet. Okay, so that'll do, which means that we can go ahead and put in our one-way roads over like so, and like so, and then in theory like so, and like so. Correct? Correct. And we can connect this on over here, as well as here. Then we can bring this on over to about here and then lift it up. This over to the ground, which is there. Excellent. City needs more power. Oh, we do need a little bit more power. Okay. Can do that. Let's see, what do we have access to? We have a solar updraft tower. That generates a lot of power, 240 megawatts. How big is it? Rather, but we can fit it right here. and still have space to expand a road down here for other large structures. Yeah, we'll go for it. 240 megawatts makes that pretty worthwhile. Like, I mean, I don't care about pollution in this playthrough. It's just that's the most efficient one that I have access to right now. Excellent. Just get rid of this abandoned structure over here. And we can zone this entire area here industrial. There we go. Fantastic. We can also get some residential zoning done up over here. And I'm just going to do that. But we are going to have to extend our heat pipes a fair amount to make this actually work. So I'll extend a heat pipe to here. We'll put a heat pipe... actually, I just missed this. I want to be 1 square up from here. So I want to be right here. Connect that in. And it looks like we're just going to miss a little bit here, so we'll just send up a little bit up over that way. Connect this over to right about here, but this whole section of water pipe is going to have to be taken out. This gets extended up to right here, like so. This gets built in like that, and then the section of water pipe connects in like that. That should do the trick. Excellent. Now, of course, this road does not currently connect up. And realistically, this is going to need to be redone. Let's see, this road remains. These roads get taken out, and this is going to lose us some population. I have no doubts about that. But we're just going to go ahead and bring in this to right here, and then down to the ground. Just as close as we possibly can. Then it connects in right like that. Very nice. And then right here is when we're going to need to start going up. 1, 2, 3. And we connect in. Okay. Now this section over here, we can have this just build in right like this, which is, as I said, going to lose us some population. But it'll come back. We've got ourselves an elementary school. And is there anywhere we can put this? I mean, we're going to be losing this population anyway. We can place it right there. That'll be fine. Okay. Which means that we can go ahead and zone this entire area resi. Perfect. Yeah, we're losing population. That's okay. They'll be back. And we ended up losing about 2,000 pop from that. But that's completely fine. So, how's this traffic going over here? That looks okay. It's not too problematic. This interchange here is still pretty problematic. That said, once they get through the interchange, traffic flows reasonably well. And once we get these structures put in over here, I think it'll be okay. And actually, this road does not need to exist. Yeah. I think that's reasonably fine. So, I mean, we've definitely been making a lot of money. Why do we have water shortage over here? No heat pipe? No heat pipe.
Economy 3 smashed PC sales records and took the
Okay.
industry by storm.
There we go.
Now, the hit Equine Economic Simulator has a new expansion.
Problem
Delves
solved.
into the cutthroat world of real estate.
Now I want to
Force
do something like
Economy
that.
3, stable markets. Can you work your way from
Excellent.
course to be the head
Now we're
of
still
the
having some raw material shortages
Can you
over
spin your
here.
holdings into a billion-dollar conglomerate? Can you work
Not
your
enough
way under
buyers
the
for some of these products.
On to your life as a property mogul? Spreadsheets have never been hotter. Pre-order now and get a free horse
Okay.
hat. Horse economy
Well, with that,
craze,
it is
stable
pretty much
markets,
time to put a
wide
cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to begin our expansion, probably down into the mineral area, because I feel like we've kind of saturated the oil market for right now. So we're going to expand down into the mineral area next. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.
Last weekend, I was close to a